So, you ever been at a point where you wanted XP faster between difficult bosses, speeding up the storyline to see what your character can really do past 9,000? Well, I'm going to show you a really cool way in an area that you can go ahead and pull up and get to real fast. And we'll get to exactly what you need to. So go ahead and go to Kami's house, and I'm going to go ahead and say thank you very much for joining me here at the MacGyver 7 channel. My name's Mac, and we're going to be covering Dragon Ball Z Kakarot today, and exactly how you can organically farm XP in a natural way in the Dragon Ball universe. So let's go ahead and dive in and see if we can't summon Shenron for some really cool XP experience. With the region selected, go ahead and load it in. I'm going to go ahead and just organically do it, and you can see it just respawns it directly here. So it really doesn't matter, you're just going to go ahead and zoom around. You're going to pay attention, to your stamina gauge. You do not want this to run out, otherwise this technique will fail. This will also aid you into getting 2 trophies. Before I mention these trophies, let's go ahead and show you a little bit of XP. Now you're going to want to gather some enemies, and don't worry, don't freak out. The only thing you're going to want to freak out about maybe is your energy age. Because once that gets old, that's going to be basically where we're at. So 1, and you're going to go ahead and get a few more as you basically zip around. 2, and you can continue to stack these. As you get more of them to chase you, more and more will trigger. And that's basically what you're going to want to do over and over again. You can get this. Now, one of the cool things you can do in order to increase that, as you kind of get more and more baddies inside of there, and lead them into your fate of XP. As a Z fighter, you're leveling up. Is make sure that you're utilizing your maximum items. If you're not already, go ahead and take a peek at the Mega Mass in order to get a little bit more of an XP or a full course meal or other complementary meals that accelerate your XP gain inside of this technique. As mentioned before, the 2 trophies that you can get is not worthy of my time and cannot touch this. 2 trophies that seem a little bit more harder to reach now should be easier from the MacGyver 7 channel to you to actually be able to access and put that inside of your shelving of trophies. So thank you so much for joining me in today's tutorial of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. If you follow that technique and utilize the XP boosts, you should have endless XP. I was able to gain from level 21 to 22 in literally a matter of a few minutes, if not less. And the same thing with 22 to 23, and so on and so on. As long as you use that region, they're pretty well balanced with XP, and they're just plentiful. So you can continue to utilize that technique, but just make sure you don't run out of stamina. Otherwise, you will lose your track of going to 50. That's the reason why I say keep track of that in the very beginning of the tutorial for people trying to aim for that trophy. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. You can get into a few fights, but it's still going to be like something that's going to be faster if you just continue to hit them and recycle, hit them and recycle. It's a very quick technique. Thank you so much for spending your time here. If you are new to the network, you can always subscribe. It's absolutely free. And if you do, who knows, maybe your power level will go over 9,000 too. And I will see you guys and gals in the near future for more tutorials on the Dragon Ball universe as it unravels, and as I discover it too. I feel like there's a lot of cool tutorials that can come from this game. Anyways, everyone, you take it easy. See you later.